Hi, I'm Sage Hill, and welcome to the Soulcial Sage. I wanted to take this time to tell you all about the Soulcial Sage and welcome you to this community. The Soulcial Sage is a place where we as women, and in particular, women of color, the Brown Girl Collective, as I like to call it, can come together in a place that is all about uplifting us. The Soulcial Sage is a community, first and foremost, for the encouragement and, as I've stated, the uplifting of women of color. All women are welcome, but this is a place for us to put aside all of the pettiness and all of the divisiveness that society has unleashed upon us, in particular upon us women of color, particularly in the past year or so. We have seen this demonization, if you will, and certainly an attempt at demoralizing and discouraging, demeaning Black women. And the sad thing is that some of it has come from within our own community. I don't even like to spend a lot of time talking about this, but it is an experience that we share. But here's the difference when it comes to the Soulcial Sage. What this broadcast will not do is to participate in the nonsense, because I believe that we are so much greater than the opinions of a minority who, for whatever reason, may have had a negative experience or two and have decided that they are going to place the burden of their experiences on the shoulders of you, of me, of us, of the Brown Girl Collective. I will tell you that as I have been preparing to put this series together, I have received an enormous amount of support from women of color and from women that are in other communities. I have been encouraged to stay committed to this movement, a movement to restore the dignity, the honor, and the respect that we deserve as women, and again, in particular, as women of color, or the Brown Girl Collective, as I like to call it. We won't focus on all of the negative. We can talk about the feelings that we have, and we can dispel the notion that somehow we just don't make the cut in many instances, and as it pertains to that minority population of men, sadly within our own communities, who have decided to embrace the nastiness. And that's honestly really what it is. But instead, we will still support and encourage our brothers in whatever they choose to do, because ultimately, hey, we have one life to live. And our life, this life, is much greater than any opinion that anyone could ever have. Because at the end of the day, everybody has an opinion, but we are really what matters. It's not what the naysayers have to say, but it's actually what we know. And here's the thing, we have an opportunity to shine. This is our moment to shine together. So I want you to join me on this journey that we'll take together as we reclaim our shine, our glow, as we really focus in on those things that are truly of importance to us, as we discover more about ourselves, as we get comfortable in our own skin, as we start to feel the release that comes from the ability to walk with your head held high, because you are living your authentic life. We're going to talk about so many different topics. We're going to talk about how shame can burden us and how we can learn to release those feelings of shame and guilt that may have plagued us for years through no fault of our own. We're going to talk about who we are, who you are. We're going to take the time to get to know ourselves. I can talk about this because I had to take this journey myself. And here's the thing, we're all evolving. I remember a song that had a particular phrase in it, and it said, "The revolution will not be televised." Well, in this case, this is an evolution, an evolution. It's a movement, but it's about evolving and becoming our best selves. And so the evolution will not be televised. It'll be on this podcast. But when I say that, I mean that this is a personal journey. It's not something that you're going to be able to post on social media. Yeah, maybe some of the outcomes, but this is a personal walk, a personal journey. And when you're evolving, that is a very personal thing. I think that we have gotten so caught up in the mystique that surrounds all of the celebrity and what we see, not only on social media, but on television, reality television in particular. And here's the thing, that's not reality. Honestly, most of it is scripted. But they do this because they know that they can get our attention. What I want to do is to refocus our attention, not on the drama and the negative that is simulcast all over the world. And in many instances, while it may show some of us living in the lap of luxury, it also shows this petty, catty side that is not representative at all of who we are as women, as brown girls. No, we're not all going on trips together and fighting. We're not all, just trying to defeat one another. But I do believe that there is an attitude that is deep inside of some of us that prevents us from really connecting not only to others, but to ourselves. Because here's the thing, All of us are going through something. I don't care what you see, this exterior and how it may look, and what judgment you may make as a result of my hair or my makeup or my clothing or my speech. That tells you nothing. But what will tell you everything is what is in here. And at the Soulcial Sage, we have a saying, and that is, we're going to learn to lead with our souls. Because you see, it's everything that's on the inside of you that will always resonate on the outside. And I don't care how much makeup we put on and what clothes we wear and how we change our hair. We still have to live with the woman in the mirror. So I want to invite you, as you embark upon this journey with me, to think about who you are, who you aspire to be. Because who you aspire to be, that's the woman in your soul. And you have to be okay with being her. And what better way to do that than to do that amongst women who are like-minded, who are all about being better, building better, doing better, together as one community of positive people, positive personalities, and positive talk. I am Sage Hill, and we are the Soulcial Sage. Thank you for listening, and come back again soon.